I've been vegan, math, about a year and 5 months.
I've been a vegan for 2 years, 2 months.
Veganism it's a lifestyle based on the idea that you won't eat, use, or buy any kind of product that is or was an animal or an animal product.
You have to be really careful about reading labels and that sort of thing. And also, like, a lot of my makeup products are vegan, so it's not just my eating, it's what I'm using on a day-to-day basis.
It was a transition. It wasn't just like a boom wham. For me, I've never been like a huge dairy person, so I've never had to tackle the, oh my gosh, I love cheese kind of thing.
For me, it was really easy. A lot of people struggle with, giving up their favorite foods, but since I was little, I've never been a picky eater. So for me, it was, literally the next day after I decided, I cut all animal products out. So for me, it was really easy. My journey kind of started because of my arthritis and everything, but as I really started researching and I saw the environmental impacts from factory farming and that sort of thing, like CO2 emissions and how it affects the environment, that's now become a really big part of why I'm vegan as well. And documentaries like Cowspiracy or What the Health on Netflix, those were really impactful on my decision as well.
Makes me feel a little better about waking up in the morning and being like, today I'm fighting for a cause that I believe in, hopefully to save our planet, to save the lives of animals and all the people in between. So I'm going to take the small steps that I can do myself in order to make me feel like I'm being a better kind of influence on the planet as a whole and for future generations.
I don't know if I necessarily miss bacon or something. It's more like the convenience of being able to eat whatever. Whereas, now I have to be super careful, and if something doesn't have a label, making sure you ask about that, which is kind of frustrating at times.
In this day and age, everyone loves to put milk products in everything. So you literally in the things that you wouldn't even imagine it would be in, they're like, oh look, there's whey powder or some just kind of milk in here because why not?
It gets challenging when you go out to eat. A lot of places are not, they don't have a ton of options for you, or you have to ask, can I get this salad with a different dressing? And there have been times I've gone out and they're like, we don't have any other dressing. So you end up eating just lettuce. A lot of my friends thought it was a phase. They were like, oh, this won't last. I give it 2 weeks. But since then, 2 years later, they're all super supportive.
My transition with my dad wasn't the easiest. It definitely didn't win Daughter of the Year, but slowly, and once I show them hey, we can make this like this, but it's exactly the same. It's just showing them that you don't have to really take any food out of your life. You just have to switch it up a bit or use alternatives. And now my dad makes one of the best bean burgers ever. I feel the go-to stereotype is that we're all just huge preachers of our cause, and we're all just here to shove down our beliefs down your throat and make everyone believe that this is the only way to live your life. But we're not just walking on the hallways every day being here's a card, be a vegan, be a vegan, be a vegan.
Oh, they're hippie, they, look down on everybody else, which is not the case. I'm doing it for myself and hoping that maybe 1 or 2 people will catch on and see the benefits, but it's not something that, I push on other people, so that can be kind of frustrating when people just assume that right off the bat.
For me, it's awesome in the sense that, I've never had more energy or felt I'm just awake to the world.
In my opinion, I think veganism is obviously a way of life. It's not just what I eat, it's what I believe in, what I participate in on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, obviously the food is a big aspect of it, with the no animal products and everything, but also products I buy and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a whole lifestyle rather than just a eating habit.